true intimacy goes beyond the physical. It's about connection, trust, and mutual understanding. Learning the unspoken language of touch can strengthen the bond with the woman in your life like never before. In this guide, we'll explore the psychology of intimacy and uncover 4 key areas where she truly craves your touch. These aren't just gestures, they're opportunities to ignite passion, build deeper emotional ties, and create unforgettable shared moments. Are you ready to connect with her on a whole new level and understand her needs in a way that feels natural and meaningful? Let's dive in. Picture this. A woman's body is like an intricate map, full of hidden treasures and pathways waiting to be discovered. Sure, there are familiar roads that everyone tends to travel, but the real magic lies in those unexplored corners, places that hold the key to a deeper, more profound connection. When you take the time to uncover these subtle details, it's like unlocking a secret treasure chest, one that doesn't just bring her joy, but also transforms the bond you share. Because let's face it, true pleasure isn't just about physical moves, it's about how those moves make her feel cherished, understood, and valued. We'll explore the areas that women rarely talk about, but deeply appreciate when approached with care, intention, and understanding. This isn't about routine actions, it's about meaningful gestures done with thoughtfulness and a desire to truly connect. The difference lies in the subtlety, the attention to detail, and the genuine effort to understand her on a deeper level. Welcome to the Stoic Spirit. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Trust me, what's coming next is something you won't want to miss. Let's begin this journey into the art of connection, one thoughtful step at a time. Number 1, the secret to unlocking connection and desire. Here's a little-known truth. Eye contact can be just as powerful, if not more so, than physical touch. Think about it. Have you ever experienced a glance so intense it felt like it could break through any barrier? That's the magic of eye contact when done right. It's one of the simplest yet most effective tools to spark deep desire and connection. And the best part, once you master it, everything else becomes easier. But here's the catch. It's not about staring. No one enjoys feeling like they're under a microscope. The real trick lies in timing and intention. Eye contact is most effective when it comes naturally, at moments when words aren't necessary and body language does all the talking. Imagine it as an invisible current, a spark that passes between you and her in those fleeting seconds when your eyes meet. In those moments, you're saying something far more meaningful than words ever could. It's not just about looking, it's about how you look at her. Use eye contact during moments of silence, when the atmosphere feels heavier, when you're physically closer, or when the connection feels most vulnerable. Vulnerability is where true intimacy is born, and a single, well-timed look can say everything you both feel, but don't need to speak out loud. Here's the beauty of it. Eye contact doesn't just ignite desire, it builds trust. When she sees that your gaze is steady, present, and full of intention, it reassures her. It tells her you're fully in the moment, that you value her, and that her feelings matter as much as your own. That's the kind of connection that opens the door to a deeper level of intimacy, one that goes far beyond physical attraction. And it's not just romantic talk, there's science to back this up. Studies show that prolonged eye contact triggers the release of oxytocin, the love hormone. This powerful chemical strengthens emotional bonds and deepens trust. So, the next time you're in an intimate moment, resist the urge to look away. Instead, hold her gaze with intention. Let your eyes say what words can't, that you're present, that her pleasure matters, and that you see her for who she truly is. That small but meaningful gesture has the power to transform the experience entirely. It blends trust and desire into something unforgettable, something that leaves you both feeling more connected than ever. So next time, don't underestimate the power of a simple look. It might just be the key to creating a connection that lasts a lifetime. Number 2, the secret to touching the unexpected. If you think intimacy is all about the obvious spots, you're overlooking something extraordinary. The truth is, a woman's body holds countless hidden treasures, places that, when touched with thoughtfulness, can create a far deeper and more intense connection. These are the not-so-obvious areas that often go unnoticed, but hold incredible power. Once you discover them, you'll see how her body responds in ways that surprise and delight both of you. Imagine this: a gentle graze along the small of her back, a soft stroke on the nape of her neck, or a light press on the inside of her wrist. Surprising? Maybe, but these areas are like secret pathways to her pleasure. Touched with care and intention, they can spark a reaction more meaningful than anything you might expect. It's not just about the physical act. It's about making every touch feel like a message, as though your movements are speaking directly to her. Take her neck, shoulders, behind her knees, or even her earlobes. These are areas rich with sensitivity. When you focus on these often overlooked spots, especially while maintaining a sense of rhythm and closeness, you create something magical. It's an experience where physical touch meets emotional connection. And here's a tip: experiment with different levels of pressure. Sometimes the lightest touch can carry more meaning than the boldest gesture. The secret lies in awakening her entire body. These less obvious spots are packed with nerve endings tied to her pleasure system. So when you touch them with care, you trigger a beautiful chain reaction. But here's the best part: it's not just about sensation. It's about showing her that you're genuinely interested in exploring and discovering what makes her feel special. And don't forget one of the simplest yet most intimate gestures: playing with her hair. Running your fingers gently through her hair can feel incredibly soothing and personal. It's a small act, but it creates an emotional connection that goes far beyond the physical. It shows her that you're paying attention to every detail, not just the obvious ones. So next time you're close to her, pause for a moment. Let go of the usual and explore these lesser-known areas. Start slow. Pay attention to how she reacts. Notice the way her body responds and follow that path. By doing this, you're not just creating a moment of intimacy, you're creating a memory she'll hold on to, one that tells her she's cherished in ways words could never fully express. Trust me, the power of the unexpected is unforgettable. Number 3, mastering the art of words and how you speak them. Now we're stepping into a delicate yet powerful realm: what you say, and more importantly, how you say it. While touch is undeniably essential, your voice and words can create an entirely different kind of connection. Many overlook the ear as an erogenous zone, but trust me, the right words, spoken at the right time, can evoke emotions and sensations you never thought possible. The secret lies in your tone and intent. It's not about throwing random compliments. It's about choosing words that resonate emotionally. Imagine leaning close to her ear and softly whispering something meaningful, your low, steady voice brushing against her senses. That simple act can send a shiver down her spine, quicken her breath, and transform the moment entirely. What you say matters just as much as how you say it. Genuinely tell her what you admire about her, what makes her special to you, or how much you're enjoying the moment. These words should come from a place of sincerity. Compliments are great, but they're not the only option. Building anticipation with your words can be just as powerful. Imagine painting a vivid picture of what's to come, teasing her imagination with suggestive, playful lines. Anticipation is the best partner for desire, sparking excitement even before any physical touch. Here's a tip. Vary the tone and pace of your voice. Sometimes let your words flow as soft whispers, almost like a secret just for her. Other times, speak with a firmer tone that carries confidence while keeping the moment intimate. This variation keeps her engaged, stimulating her senses in unexpected ways. Pair your words with a gentle touch, a hand on the small of her back or a light graze along her neck, and you create a connection that's both emotional and physical. There's truth in the saying, words can disarm. It's not always grand gestures that leave the deepest impression. Often, it's those quiet, heartfelt whispers that make her feel truly seen, appreciated, and desired. These moments linger in her memory long after they happen, strengthening the bond you share. So next time you're close, don't underestimate the power of your voice. It can be one of your greatest tools to ignite desire and deepen intimacy. Speak with intention, mean every word, and watch how it transforms your connection. If you're enjoying this video and finding value, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stick around until the end, because I've saved the best for last. A bonus insight into a zone you might never expect. When you apply it, it could completely change the way you connect. Let's keep exploring together. Number 4. The subtle power of light touches. Let's talk about your hands. They're your greatest allies in creating intimacy, but the magic doesn't lie in simply using them. It's how you use them that makes all the difference. Your hands have the power to communicate so much more than physical contact. They can express desire, tenderness, and a profound connection if guided by intention and care. Think of each touch as a brush stroke on a canvas, with her body as the masterpiece you're crafting together. It's not about force or speed, but about precision, gentleness, and a deep awareness of the moment. A light graze along her back, a soft caress on her abdomen, or even a gentle touch on the inside of her thighs can evoke reactions you might not expect. What makes these touches so powerful isn't their complexity, but their variety. Don't limit yourself to the obvious. Experiment with different pressures, speeds, and even the temperature of your hands. Sometimes the lightest touch, your fingertips gliding softly across her skin, can be more electrifying than you imagine. Other times, a firmer, intentional touch on the small of her back can create a sense of grounding and connection. Here's where anticipation becomes your best friend. Before moving to the more obvious areas, spend a few moments exploring her body with light, seemingly casual touches. Let your hands wander gently, as if discovering new terrain. You'll be amazed at how these subtle gestures can awaken her senses and deepen the connection between you. Now, here's a simple but powerful trick. Focus on areas that aren't always top of mind. A soft caress along the nape of her neck, a light touch on her collarbone, or a gentle graze behind her ear can send shivers down her spine. These areas hold a quiet power, creating both emotional and physical connections. Don't underestimate how impactful these small gestures can be. The key is in the combination: light touches, unexpected caresses, and a balance of softness and firmness, all delivered with intention. Each movement of your hand should send a clear message that you're fully present, enjoying the moment, and most importantly, focused entirely on her. The next time you're together, slow down. Resist the urge to rush through these moments. Take the time to explore her body with your hands, paying close attention to how she responds. A well-placed caress can often mean more than any grand gesture, and when you tune into her reactions, the experience becomes far more meaningful and intense for both of you. Ultimately, the beauty of touch lies in its ability to connect without words. When done with care, light touches can create a language of their own, one that speaks of attention, passion, and a deep understanding of her. So next time, let your hands guide the moment and watch as the connection between you transforms into something truly unforgettable. Number 5. The hidden power of pleasure, a deeper connection. If you're still here with me, you're the kind of person I deeply admire. Someone who seeks growth, not just for fleeting pleasure, but for understanding, wisdom, and building a meaningful connection with their partner. So, as a token of appreciation, let me share something powerful with you. We often overlook one of the most extraordinary tools we have when it comes to intimacy: the brain. Yes, it's not just the largest, but also the most potent sexual organ. The brain processes every touch, every whispered word, and every glance exchanged with your partner. And here's the secret: you can master all the techniques in the world, but if you don't spark her mind, if you don't connect emotionally, you're missing a vital piece of the puzzle. Think about it. Desire, pleasure, and true satisfaction all begin in the mind. It's the brain that decides what's exciting, what feels good, and what leaves her wanting more. The real magic lies in how you engage her mind, not just her body. So, how can you bring this to life in your relationship? It starts with genuine connection. Don't underestimate the power of an intimate conversation before things even begin. Ask her what she loves, what excites her, and, most importantly, listen. Create a space where she feels safe to express herself without fear of judgment. That trust you build not only deepens your bond, but also lets her mind fully relax and immerse in the moment. Anticipation is another incredible tool. Sometimes it's the smallest gestures that create the biggest sparks. A playful comment, a thoughtful message during the day hinting at what's to come, or even a suggestive look can ignite her imagination. Anticipation stirs desire and keeps the connection alive even when you're apart. Let's not forget what Carl Jung said: "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens." True intimacy is about awakening that internal world, where emotions and imagination collide to create an unforgettable experience. To take things further, don't ignore the sensory elements that stimulate the mind. A soft glow of warm lighting, music that stirs emotions, or even a scent that evokes comfort or excitement. These small touches set the stage for a deeper connection. When you pay attention to the environment, you're not just creating a romantic setting, you're engaging her senses in a way that elevates the entire experience. But here's the heart of it all. Intimacy isn't about flashy techniques or physical touch alone. It's about how you make her feel valued, cherished, and truly seen. When she feels emotionally safe and connected to you, everything else becomes more meaningful. Let's take a moment to reflect. Every gesture, every word, and every touch shapes the relationship you're building. Intimacy is far more than just physical closeness. It's the emotional connection, the respect, and the communication that truly make it special. When you're with your partner, pay attention, not just to what she says, but to what she feels. Learn to read her cues, notice the small things that make her smile, and be present in the moment. When you touch her heart, not just her body, you create a bond that's deeper than words. Remember, the most significant form of intimacy is rooted in how you show you care. It's about showing that you listen, that you value her as a person, and that her emotions and desires matter to you. So here's my parting thought. The greatest aphrodisiac isn't what you do with your hands. It's how you make her feel in her heart and mind. Build that emotional and mental connection, and you'll find that your relationship not only becomes more fulfilling, but also transforms into something truly unforgettable. Because at the end of the day, intimacy is about more than knowing where to touch. It's about knowing how to connect, love, and understand.